Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we got an early basketball game in Boston, Los Angeles. We just won at the buzzer last night. Rui Hachimura knocked down the three-point shot in the corner to beat the Toronto Raptors in Toronto, and then we had to hurry up and get on a plane and go straight to Boston. So that is exactly what we're going to be seeing tonight. The Lakers and the Celtics. Injury report: Marcus Smart is out, Luka Doncic out, LeBron James game time decision, giving us a back-to-back. It's a decent chance he doesn't play tonight. So it's going to be the Austin Reeves show against the Boston Celtics. Meanwhile, Jason Tatum's the only person missing from the Celtics. They are healthy. Jaylen Brown's coming back after the Celtics won a game last night without him in easy fashion. And, of course, we'll go over the last 5 games of the Boston Celtics so that we know what the heck has been going on with them. And there have been some players on their team that have really taken on big roles with Jason Tatum out. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. The furthest game into their past, 5 games back, was on 11/26 when they played the Detroit Pistons, a 117-114 win for the Boston Celtics. This game was in Boston, and it was a group game. A very, very green floor. That floor was super green, man. Super green. We know we don't like that here in Los Angeles. But let's get into this team stats and look at what the Ops has been up to. The Celtics shot 44% from the field, 38 to 87, and the Pistons shot 37 to 93 for 40% from the field themselves. 20 of 43 from the three for the Celtics, 47%, 11 to 36, 31% for the Detroit Pistons. Detroit got to the line 36 times, hit 29 of them for 81%. And the Celtics got to the line 24 times, hit 21 of them for 88%. A lot of rebounds here, man. 56 for the Pistons, 44 for the Celtics, 21 offensive rebounds for the Pistons, 12 for the Celtics, 24 assists for the Celtics, 20 for the Pistons, 9 steals for the Celtics, 5 for the Pistons. Both teams had 7 blocks. Both teams had 13 turnovers. The Celtics gave up 15 points on theirs. Pistons gave up 20 points on theirs. 12 fast break points for Boston, 11 for Detroit. 42 points in the paint for Detroit, 22 for Boston. 10 was the largest lead of the game for the Detroit Pistons, and 7 was the largest lead for Boston. Of course, Boston won by 3. All right, let's get into the Boston Celtics box score. Of course, we'll mention that Cunningham had 42 whopping points on 12 of 26 shooting, 4 of 9 from the 3, and got to the line 16 times, hit 14 of them. So that's a big-time superstar right there, and couldn't get the win, though, despite having the 42 points. Luka Garza had 11 minutes in this one, did not score, 0-1 from the field and 3, 1 rebound there, -2 for Luka. Derek White, 31 minutes, 27 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, hit all 7 of his free throws, also had 7 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, and 2 turnovers, a +11 for Derek White. Jaylen Brown, 33 points, 34 minutes, 12 of 32 from the field, 2 of 7 from the 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 offensive boards, a -9. He's playing tremendous ball, but them turnovers is something else. Peyton Pritchard, 34 minutes of play, 16 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, a block, +1 for Peyton Pritchard. And Walsh, 29 minutes of play, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. He had an offensive board of -5 for Jordan Walsh. Sam Hauser, 17 minutes of play, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 offensive board, a +3. Josh Minott, 19 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, +3 for Minott. Williams, the rookie, 15 minutes. He scored 1 point, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, a -10 for Williams. Anthony Simons, 12 minutes of play, 5 points, 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 block, +13 for Anthony Simons. Bad shooting night. He is lost there. He definitely needs to get off of this team ASAP so he can rekindle his career, because this is a product of him just not being on a team that needs what he does. But he's so much better than he's being able to showcase in Boston, and it's a pretty damn shame, to be honest with you. Baylor Shireman, 30 minutes of play, 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, or 1 offensive board, a +8 for Shireman. And Hugo Gonzalez, 7 minutes, 1 point. He hit a free throw, 1 or 2, or 1 from both the 3 and field. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, plus 2 for Gonzalez. And that concludes what took place with the Boston Celtics. They were able to overcome the 42-point game from Cade and ultimately won a close battle against the Detroit Pistons. All right, let's get into the next game on the Boston Celtics schedule. They followed up the win with a loss in Minnesota, 119-115. The Timberwolves got the victory. Let's look at the team stats here and see why that was. So the Celtics shot 47% from the field, 45 of 96. Timberwolves 49% from the field, 41 of 83. Timberwolves and the Celtics launched a million threes, absolutely all night long. 21 of 48 for 44% for the Wolves, and 16 of 46, 35% from the Celtics. So you know, the Celtics are they live by the three, they die by the three, man. This is how you play Missoula ball. You launch threes all night long. So expect that tonight. Free throw line, of course, with these teams shooting threes, they didn't get to the line. 16 of 20 for the Timberwolves for 80%, 9 of 15 for the Celtics, 60%. 43 rebounds for the Celtics, 37 for the Wolves. 14 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, 5 for the Wolves. So the Celtics get their offensive boards, man. They do. 31 assists for the Timberwolves, 24 assists for the Celtics, 10 steals for the Celtics, 3 for the Wolves, 7 blocks for the Celtics, 4 for the Wolves, 11 turnovers for the Celtics, 16 points conceded off of those, 15 for the Wolves, 17 points conceded off of those, 9 fast break points for the Celtics, 4 for the Wolves, 50 points in the paint for the Celtics, 34 for the Wolves. 12 was the largest lead for both of these teams. And, of course, Minnesota ended up winning by 4 at home. All right, let's get into the Boston Celtics box score. Neemias Queta, 29 minutes, 19 points, 7 of 8 from the field, 5 of 8 from the line, 18 boards, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, 8 offensive boards for Neemias Queta. 0 in the plus-minus. Derek White, 39 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 2 of 8 from the 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, plus 4 for White. Jaylen Brown, 39 minutes, 41 points, 17 of 32. He was crazy in that first quarter, too, if I'm not mistaken. He went off early. 5 of 11 from the 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had 7 assists, 6 boards, 4 turnovers, 5 steals, 1 block, 2 offensive boards, and a +1. Jaylen Brown went off. Peyton Pritchard, 31 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 14 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, -12. It's a bad shooting night for P, man. Very bad. Jordan Walsh, 20 minutes of play, did not score. 0 of 2 from 3, 0 of 2 from the field as well. 2 rebounds, 1 steal, +1. Sam Hauser shot pretty well, man. 5 of 12 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3 for 14 points in 30 minutes. He had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal in the block, a +10 for Hauser. Josh Minott, 16 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, and -1 for Josh Minott. Luka Garza had 5 minutes of play. He hit his only attempted shot from behind the arc. 1 assist, 1 -13 for Luka Garza. Anthony Simons, 18 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, +3 for Anthony Simons. And Baylor Shireman, 14 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from both the 3 and field. He had 2 assists, a steal, 1 turnover, -13 for Shireman. And that was that. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. He had 39 points in this one, shot very well, got to the line 11 times, only hit 10 of them. And led his team, man. That was really what it was. They had about 6 players in double figures. And, Ant-Man did Ant-Man things. Him and Jaylen Brown went at it. Jaylen Brown won the points battle but lost the basketball game. So those two dynamic Georgia guards love playing against one another. And this is a prime example of how it goes down when those two come to play. So that's really what it was. Minnesota gets the victory against the Boston Celtics, and we move on. All right, next up for the Boston Celtics, They played a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Another close battle. They got this one in Cleveland, 117-115 on 11:30, the very next night after the game against the Timberwolves. So on a back-to-back, they came back and got the win. Let's look at the team stats. All right, 49% from the field, the Boston Celtics shot, 40-81, and 46 from the field, the Cleveland Cavaliers shot, 43-94. The Cleveland Cavaliers hit 23s off 52 attempts, 38%. That is some hellacious shooting, and they still lost the game. The Boston Celtics, 14 of 40 from the three for 35%, also a lot of threes. This was a three-point battle, but the Celtics got to the line. The Cavaliers didn't. 23 of 29 for the Celtics, 79%. 9 of 13 for the Cavs, 69%. And that's where it was. That's where it is right there. Rebounds, 46 for the Celtics, 43 for the Cavs, 15 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, 16 for the Cavs. So the Celtics might be a better offensive rebounding team than the Raptors were. As we're looking at these games, they're getting just as many, if not more, second chance rebounds, man. We need to crash the glass tonight hard to defeat this three-point launching Celtics team. The Celtics only had 19 assists in this game. The Cavs had 28. 9 steals for the Celtics. That's also something to note. They are getting a lot of steals. 7 for the Cavs. 4 blocks for the Celtics. 2 for the Cavs. 19 turnovers for the Celtics. 25 points off of those. And the Cavaliers conceded 20 points off of 14 turnovers. Fast break points. Cavs 20. Celtics 16. 42 points in the paint for both of them. And 21 was the largest lead for the Celtics, 5 for the Cavs. Everybody shot threes. We know that. We know that. Sam Hauser, 35 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from threes, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, a plus 19 for Hauser. Tillman, 30 minutes of play, 9 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from threes, 6 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 block, 0 and a plus minus. One thing I want to note, all 3 of these games, somebody different played the center position. Garza. Then the next night it was Keita. The next night it seems to be Tillman. So they can't seem to figure out their center position. I wonder if they'll be in play for a center in trade. Might not be the worst idea given how this is going for them. Jaylen Brown, 38 minutes, 19 points, 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 12 of 16 from the free throw line. 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 6 turnovers, 1 steal, plus 16. There's a lot going on there with Jaylen Brown's line. A lot. But the one thing that stands out is, once again, the referees making sure a star who's having a hard night shooting gets to the line to make up for it to get their numbers. NBA, you are not low. You are not low. That is very consistent. And a triple-double there, that's pretty good. 6 turnovers, that's to note. I think he had 5 in the previous game. So both nights he gave up the ball a lot. Jaylen Brown is known for not being the greatest ball handler. Probably should rush him, try to force him into turnovers tonight. Peyton Pritchard, yeah, big night for P. After a bad shooting night, he came back and had a star night. 31 minutes, 42 points. 15 of 22 from the field, 6 of 11 from the 3, 6 of 6 from the line. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, a plus 10 for Pritchard. P is good, man. I've known this since he was drafted. He's good. So we better keep a hand up in front of him or expect for him to do something like this tonight. Jordan Walsh, 38 minutes, 14 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, a -2, 6 offensive boards for Jordan Walsh. He's also breaking out, and we're going to continue to see him play well from here on out. He's a good player. He's been a good player. They've been developing him for like 4 years now. He's finally getting an opportunity. I'm not surprised. He was good when he was a rookie. So I already know now that he's been seasoned some and he gets this opportunity, he's going to break out. It's just a matter of seconds. Look for him to be big tonight. Josh Minott, 13 minutes, 0 points, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, -4. Bad game for Josh Minott. He started the season pretty hot, kind of fell out of favor. Other guys are slipping in. They're trying people out. That's what it is. They are trying people out. Josh Minott may have 30 minutes tonight. You just don't know. So the Celtics are literally auditioning players throughout the course of these basketball games. That's what I'm noticing. Williams, 6 minutes, 2 rebounds, -4 for the Rook. Anthony Simons, 27 minutes, 18 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal, -7. So things are getting a little better from Anthony Simons as these games are progressing. But at the end of the day, it's hard for him to get the minutes that he needs to get. But Anthony Simons is capable of going for 40. So if he has a big game tonight, I will not be surprised. He really does need to get off of this team. But at any given moment, him, P, there are other players. They got a bunch of guys who can all shoot. They can all play defense. Well, Simon's probably the worst of the defenders, of course, because he's smaller. But they're all good, man. Just because they don't have their full, plethora of players. Obviously, they're missing their MVP candidate in Jason Tatum. But they still are a playoff team. And I think any given night, any one of these people can go off. Derek White, they all can go for 40. So beware of what the Celtics are capable of. Baylor Shireman, 15 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. No assists, 2 turnovers, a -9 for Shireman. And Hugo Gonzalez, 1 of 2 from both the 3 and field, walked away with 3 points in 7 minutes, also had a steal, -9. So the Celtics benefit from P bouncing back, very strong, triple-double from Jaylen Brown on bad shooting. But ultimately, all he had to do was pass the ball to P a bunch of times, and they could beat the Cavaliers. And that's exactly what happened. The Cavs walk away with what? Jalen Tyson played pretty well, 17. Darius Garland had 21. Evan Mobley played big, double-double, 27 points, 14 boards. But that's pretty much it, man. Donovan Mitchell, 18 points. Yeah, that's really how that went. It seemed like bad things happened when Garland was on the floor. He was a -27. DeAndre Hunter, -31. So, yeah, they struggled. DeAndre Hunter, bad game. That kind of thing. Celtics win. Moving on. All right, next game. We've covered the Boston Celtics at home against the New York Knicks, 123-117. The ugly green guys got the win there against New York. Let's get into the team stats, see why. A bunch of threes were shot, that. 43 of 85 from the field for the Knicks, 51%. 49 of 87 for the Celtics, 56% from the field. 3-point shots, 19 of 44 for the Knicks for 43%. 13 of 40 for the Celtics, 32%. So the Celtics didn't shoot better than the Knicks, but it did not matter. Free throw line, 12 of 17 for the Knicks, 71%. 12 of 14 for the Celtics, 86%. Knicks missed 5 free throws and lost by 6. Gotta hit your free throws, Celtics. Gotta hit your free throws. Knicks. Gotta hit your free throws. Celtics won the game. That is what it is. 38 rebounds for the Celtics, 33 for the Knicks. 11 offensive rebounds for the Celtics. Again, offensive boards, 10 for the Knicks. They give up a lot of them as well. Assists, 18 for the Celtics, 29 for the Knicks, 6 steals for the Celtics, 5 for the Knicks, 3 blocks for the Celtics, 2 for the Knicks. 10 turnovers for the Celtics, 19 points conceded off of those, 12 turnovers for the Knicks, 25 points conceded off of those, 16 fast break points for New York, 15 for Boston, 42 points in the paint for New York, 56 for the Boston Celtics. Largest lead of the game for the Celtics was 18, largest lead of the game for the Knicks was 14. Both of these teams blew big leads. This was a game that was all over the place. Mikal Bridges continues to ball out. 35 points in this one, 34 minutes. Karl Towns, 29 points. 15 for Brunson. Bad shooting night for Brunson. 6 of 21, 1 of 8 from 3. Ugly stuff there. Couldn't get nothing off of their bench. They got a total of 10 points from their bench. And that's ultimately what it was. The Knicks, horrible bench play. Horrible Brunson play. All right. Jaylen Brown went for another 40-plus game, man. We'll get into it right now. Neemias Queta, 21 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 4 from the field, 6 rebounds. The auditioning for centers continues for the Celtics. 2 offensive boards, a -8 there. Derek White, 35 minutes, 22 points, 8 of 16 from the field, 4 of 12 from the 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers, plus 10, 1 steal, 1 block accredited to him. Jaylen Brown, 40 minutes, 42 points, 16 of 24 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3, 9 free throws attempted. He hit 8 of them. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, plus 15. He's killing it. Definite all-star. The turnovers are real. We do have to rush him to try to take the ball from the guy. Peyton Pritchard, 30 minutes of play, 10 points in this one. 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal. If Jaylen Brown's shooting well, Peyton Pritchard's not. If Peyton Pritchard's shooting well, Jaylen Brown is not. Either way, one of these two people are likely to have 40 points in a basketball game. That's what this data is telling us. Pick one. When they start getting hot early, guard them hard because they're going to continue to score. They both can go for 40 every night, just not at the same time, we hope. Jordan Walsh, 19 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 4 from the field, just like Neemias Queta. 6 rebounds, just like Neemias Queta. 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. 4 offensive boards for Jordan Walsh, -9. Sam Hauser, 19 minutes of play, 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, -2. Josh Minott, 27 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 block, +12 for Josh Minott. Williams checked in, fouled somebody, sat down, didn't even play a full minute. Anthony Simons, 24 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 3 assists, 1 rebound, +9 for Simons. Shireman checked in for 3 minutes, missed a field goal, got an assist, +1 for him. And Hugo Gonzalez, 23 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, +3 for Hugo. And that is how it went, man. Boston Celtics get the win. The Knicks got to hit their free throws if they want to win. You can have a 35-point game from Bridges, but if Jaylen Brown outduels him and you lose by 6, it comes down to you not hitting your free throws at the end of the day. So let's move on from the Knicks battle and talk about the Boston Celtics last night going into Washington without Jaylen Brown and completely obliterating that awful basketball team. 146-101 was the score. I can't tell you what was going on in the game when watching the highlights because they were blurry. I don't know why all of the highlights of this basketball game were blurry. I tried to click on 3 different links, including the main NBA.com. They were blurry. I don't know what was going on there. Couldn't tell you. So, yeah, let's look at the stats. 54 of 99 for the Celtics from the field for 55%. They couldn't miss. 35 of 84 for the Wizards, 42% from the field. From the 3, 43% for the Celtics, 20 of 47. They launched them. 47 attempts. 10 of 31 for the Wizards, 32%. Celtics got to the line, 18 of 21 for 86%, and the Wizards 21 of 25 for 84%. Celtics rebound the ball, 46 to 37, 15 offensive boards for the Celtics, 12 for the Wizards. So, hey, you have got to box out. They're going to get second chance rebounds every single night, double digits, just like a lot of the teams that we've been seeing lately. 35 assists for the Celtics, 21 for the Wizards. Wow, 14 steals for the Celtics, 5 for the Wizards. Again, Celtics steal the ball, and they shoot threes. 8 blocks for the Celtics, 4 for the Wizards. 10 turnovers for the Celtics, 15 points conceded off of those. 18 turnovers for the Wizards, 29 points conceded off of those. It's awful. Celtics don't turn the ball over a lot either, man. They don't. They've been pretty decent in this area. 29 fast break points for the Celtics, 8 for the Wizards, an area we've been struggling lately. 58 points in the paint for the Celtics, 40 for the Wizards. And, of course, they won by 45, and that was the largest lead of the game for the Celtics. The Wizards didn't have a lead in this one at all. A blowout in dramatic fashion. Sam Hauser, 21 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3 as well. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, +4 for Sam. Neemias Queta, 21 minutes, 17 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 blocks, +29. Neemias Queta is having a breakout season. He really is. Breakout season. Expect for him to be a problem tonight. We're going to need our centers to be aware of what he does. Derek White, big Derek White game, 30 points in 29 minutes, and 12 of 21 from the field, 5 of 12 from the 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, +17. Peyton Pritchard, 20 points in 32 minutes, 8 of 21 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3, also hit his only attempted free throw, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, +27. So Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, they took care of business in Jaylen Brown's absence. like I said, they got number guards that can score. We need to be aware of that. Jordan Walsh, big game, 30 minutes, 22 points, hit all 8 of his field goals. 1-1 from the 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, plus 20. So he's hot going into tonight's game. Beware. Xavier Tillman, 5 minutes, did not score, got 1 rebound, 1 turnover, plus 9. Josh Minott, 22 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, plus 2 for Josh Minott. Luka Garza, 8 minutes, 5 points. 1-1 from the field, hit all 3 of his free throws, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, 1 defensive rebound, 1 foul, plus 9. Bunch of ones there. Anthony Simons, 25 minutes, 16 points, 4 of 13 from the field, 4 of 8 from the 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, plus 34. He led the team there? No, he did not. Baylor Shireman did with plus 42. Shireman, 25 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals there for Baylor Shireman. Hugo Gonzalez, 18 minutes, 14 points, 6 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3, 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 offensive boards, a plus 23 for Hugo. He really shot well. Him and Jordan Walsh just really chipped in big against these Wizards. And last but not least, Ron Harper Jr., 5 minutes. He did not score. 0-2 from 3, 0-3 from the field. He got an assist and a steal, plus 9 for Harper Jr. And that will conclude everything we need to know about the Boston Celtics. Of course, the Wizards were awful. They had 22 out of CJ, 10 points out of Vucevic, 16 from Middleton in this game, but the rest was trash. Bagley shot bad. Branham shot bad. Bub shot bad. Cam shot bad. Just a bad game for the Wizards against a shorthanded Celtics. So that is it. That is what happened with the Celtics over the last 5 basketball games. Of course, we're the Lakers. We hate the Celtics a lot. In fact, we hate them a lot more than anybody else. And this is a very important basketball game. Unfortunately, Luka is still going to be out celebrating the birth of his child. So we celebrate Luka without him. And last night we took care of business, and we expect to do the same tonight. Unfortunately, I think this team, Boston, may be a little better than Toronto right now, especially since Toronto was missing key players yesterday, like R.J. Barrett, and their center was out, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, Boston's not as shorthanded. They're used to being without Jason Tatum. In fact, you might as well consider Jason Tatum not on this team this year. He's out for the season. They haven't had him. They ain't going to miss him. So they got Jaylen Brown back. He's somewhat healthy. He's probably going to be limping a little bit. He wasn't 100%. I don't know what was wrong, but he wasn't 100%, so they didn't play him yesterday. Whatever the case may be, I expect the Celtics to want to come in. We've won in their building the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, in games that we probably shouldn't have won. I think Anthony Davis and LeBron was missing 2 years ago. We got the win. Last year we were missing somebody, still got the win. So I'm sure the Celtics, without us having Luka, are going to want to definitely get this victory. We're going to have to play extremely hard to win this game. And coming off a back-to-back, I'm sure they had garbage time in their garbage game. We had to go all the way to the buzzer to win ours. So, coming off a flight, it could be a little bit of a long night for the Lakers if they don't come in fresh. And it'll be understandable. So that's just is what it is, man. We're in the second game of a 3-game road trip. We're going to have to play an early game here. Of course, this one's at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, so be ready early. A lot of y'all ain't going to be off work for this game, but I'm sure you'll catch the second half. And the Boston Celtics are the Boston Celtics, man. We know what time it is. They got 18 championships. We got 17. So we're chasing them down, and hopefully we can catch them at some point, maybe even this year. So let's battle. The Lakers are going to be wearing yellow on the road in Boston. Boston Celtics are going to be wearing their home whites at home. Why don't we wear purple? We can just wear purple. Can we wear purple? I don't know. And projected starters, Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton. Get Gabe off of this team, y'all. Stop playing with him. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jordan Walsh, Jaylen Brown, and Neemias Queta are starting for the Celtics if this thing is correct. Everything's subject to change. Hopefully it does for us. So, yeah, that's where we're at, man. Coming off this fantastic win last night. energy is high, but you can turn energy around the wrong way if you get blown out by the Celtics. I can tell you that right now. People won't even remember Rui's 3-point shot in the corner if he comes back and only attempts one shot like he did in the prior game to that. We were really bad against Phoenix, and last night our defense was really bad at times against the Raptors. We need to play better perimeter defense going up against a team like the Boston Celtics. They're going to launch 55 threes tonight or something like that. Don't be surprised if they just don't even attempt too many twos. This is who Boston is. This is Missoula. They shoot the three. And they steal the ball. And they offensive rebound. This is not a bad Boston Celtics team. A team without Jason Tatum, you would think, has no chance of making the playoffs. Wrong. This is a very, very talented basketball team with plenty of players, some of which need more opportunities than the Celtics even provide them. They are auditioning people, but all of those people are playing well. Hugo Gonzalez, Jordan Walsh, Josh Minot, all these guys are getting opportunities they never had. Neemias Queta, they're all getting opportunities. Peyton Pritchard coming off what? Was he most improved last year or sixth man? I don't know what he won. He might have won both of them. I don't know. But this is a very talented basketball player who can hurt you bad. We saw that in the stats. He's more than capable of going for 40. Derek White can go for 40. Obviously, Jaylen Brown can go for 40. They can all go for 40, man. Anthony Simons on a good night can go for 40. These are not bad players by any stretch of the imagination. This is an extremely dangerous basketball team. And so are we. So we need to come in with a certain vitriol for this team, first of all, given the fact that this is one of the biggest rivalries in all of human beings playing sports anywhere and any time. This is one of the greatest rivalries of all time, and we need to be we need to come accordingly. We need to prepare for a playoff like atmosphere. Obviously, when you're in Boston, we know how evil Boston Celtics fans are. They're going to say things. They're going to try to get under your skin. You got to ignore them. And this is a back-to-back where, you know, all bets are off, because it doesn't really matter what the rosters are. These teams are going to come to play like it's the NBA Finals. It doesn't matter if players are out. We've proven out that over the last 2 years going into their building. It doesn't matter what's going on. We are going to play hard, and so are they. And so this year is no exception. The Boston Celtics are still the Celtics. We're the Lakers. And we need to come with the intention of ripping their heads off. And anything less than that is a disgrace to any Laker that ever wore the uniform. And that's exactly how I feel. No matter who's playing, just like we've been doing for the last couple of years, we need to come in with an intention of taking the heart away from the Boston Celtics. That's it. That is all there is to it. That's the only thing that's acceptable at this point. Luka's out, of course, we know that. But he lost to them in the finals, so I'm sure he's watching from home, and he wants us to get this victory. LeBron hates the Celtics. He had many battles with them over the years. We have a certain vitriol for the Celtics naturally. So let's go out there and fight accordingly, man. I love what momentum we had last night coming off of that win. But LeBron James does need to get involved in the scoring column. We need that type of performance, a better performance than we got from him last night if he's going to suit up. And I don't know, like, when it really comes down to, given the fact this is a back-to-back, sometimes teams really stay disciplined. But I can't imagine with LeBron James probably playing his last season, this might be his last year, I can't imagine he's going to miss the game in Boston. I can't imagine he's going to miss this game. I think he's playing, but who knows? We'll see. It might be in his best interest not to. Sometimes guys just stay completely disciplined. But I cannot imagine he doesn't want to play potentially his final game in Boston Garden. He's going to want to play there. So I think he suits up, but we'll see. Yeah, man. And it would be best if he does, because we really do need him to be good. We need him to be his best. I don't know if he can scrum that up after how bad he struggled scoring the ball over the last two games, but his connective playmaking obviously helped win the game last night. And he draws a lot of attention. I misspoke and said that he was double teamed on that final play. He was not. Austin was. But the player that rotated to him closed out strong. He kicked the ball out to the corner, and Rui took care of business. But that was yesterday. What are we going to do today? Because the game before that, we couldn't get nothing going against Phoenix and only got one stock as a team. So that's not going to work against a Celtics team that steals the ball, that shoots a lot of threes, that runs a score up, can get to the line while shooting high volume of three, which is a rare thing in this league. But they're capable of pulling it off. So let's be careful against this Boston Celtics team. Fundamentally, they are a sound squad even without Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown is a star. Peyton Pritchard's a star. Derek White is a star. These guys have a championship. We need to understand who we're going up against and what the stakes are tonight. So that's what I want to say there. Your Los Angeles Lakers are 16-5, number 2 in the Western Conference. The Boston Celtics are 13-9, 5th in the Eastern Conference. They are not a better team than us, but without Luka and with them having guys playing as well as they are, we need to be aware that they're probably closer to us right now than maybe the record would tell you. So I would say come in expecting to play a very strong playoff team with a heightened intention of winning the game for a million reasons, coming off a very good shooting night for themselves last night against the Wizards. Hopefully they're too tired. Hopefully we're not. So that's really what it is, man. Great game from Jake LaRavia last night. Love what he contributed, but can we get some consistency? That's what I'm saying. What we doing tonight? Ayton's been marvelous. Hopefully he continues to do that. He's going to have a tough night against Keita, who's going to play strong for certain. Again, pay attention to the guys like Jordan Walsh and Gonzalez, who I expect to get big minutes tonight. Anthony Simons is a wild card, so do not put a bad defender on him, because if you allow him to get a couple shots going, he can hit 7 or 8 from behind the arc, and you'd be thinking it's somebody else killing you. It end up being him, so don't let that be the case. But, yeah, man, just expect a heightened game from guys like Walsh and Manat, Keita. I just expect those guys to want to make a name for themselves in a game like this where everybody's going to be watching. So that's really what it is, man. That's what I see there. Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, and of course Jaylen Brown. This is a very dangerous Celtics team. And if you take them lightly without Jason Tatum out there, thinking you just go get a victory on a bad team that's tanking, you get beat by 40 like the Wizards did last night. So let's not let that happen, Lakers. Lakers versus Celtics, man, the rivalry cannot be underestimated. The hatred and vitriol that these two fan bases have for one another cannot be underestimated. It is real. It's generational, and it's going to last past the tenure of the people playing right now. So let's respect ourselves out there and go out there and show the Boston Celtics who we are once again. BDF 44, I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.